Namaste. If there is one thing that everybody is speaking about today, it is about OpenAI's ChatGPT. Means you have teenagers, you have CEOs, you have managing directors, businessmen, everyone alike, students, just talking about this one subject. My thoughts today are from somebody who's non-technical. It is from understanding it more as a user and what I have done a little bit of research about it. So we are making giant strides when it comes to the world of artificial intelligence and machine learning. And what's going to happen is this is only going to evolve, this is only going to become better and grow year on year, week on week, month on month per se. But when I use ChatGPT, what is the one thing that really intrigued me, what I really found interesting was the whole aspect that you don't feel like you're talking to a machine or you're interacting, engaging to a machine. There is that humanness that comes about when you are engaging with ChatGPT. There is emotion, there is empathy, there is elements of being human that come across. Like I was saying, when it comes to ChatGPT, it's unlike other engagements that you would have with other platforms using artificial intelligence or chatbots or any other tools that are available today. Because when you're doing it with the other tools that are there, it's somehow is very transactional. Sometimes even the responses are not very relevant. Not only is there relevance, and obviously it also depends on the type of question that you ask, what is the specific nature of the question, how good you are with the keywords that you're utilizing in your question. The responses are something that kind of get you engaged, are responses that you are able to relate to. It comes as if it's coming from a person or somebody who's an authority on that subject. And I think that is very unique about it. The fact that it can help you create fantastic paintings, or it can help you create a great article, or give you responses to things that have happened in the past and how it can kind of relate back to the question that you're asking and give you a response to that. I find that very, very intriguing and interesting about ChatGPT. So from what I know and what I have read, ChatGPT is built on the large language model. What it means that it's been trained on vast amounts of data, which it kind of helps it generate responses to situations that it's not even encountered. This data, it helps it to kind of integrate it into its learning and then give you responses which are very, very relevant, which are very coherent and connected to you in terms of the questions that you are asking. This kind of sets it apart, and in fact ChatGPT is one of the most powerful and the largest platforms available today. Another element that is extremely unique about ChatGPT is its accessibility for non-technical users. You do not really need to have a certain amount of technical expertise or a technical background to utilize ChatGPT. What it does is it makes it accessible to everybody. Businesses, students, content creators, data analysts, and thereby its use amplifies, and you can utilize it for various aspects related to your work, related to content creation, or just related to, in fact, improving your own knowledge about something that you are inquiring about, which means that the application of ChatGPT is across multiple segments and horizons, which makes it extremely unique. So, as you start exploring ChatGPT, you find various aspects about it coming through. And creativity is something that, amazes me, and how the tool is able to use the data that is kind of fed into it, what it has learned from, and to be so creative, be it lyrics for a song, or creating a painting. And I think that is fantastic, because if you want to create something for your home, you could kind of utilize ChatGPT for that. Marketing content, social media content, the possibilities are endless. Like any artificial intelligence tool that is there, ChatGPT also is constantly learning. Means the more users that are there, the more content it's fed in, the more questions that is fed in, the more conversations, engagements that are there, it will learn more, which means thereby hopefully getting better and better at what it does. It will also have more content, more data to kind of process and come back to you with responses. And that is the future, right? Means honestly, artificial intelligence is the future, and how it can kind of be as human-like is very critical. The great thing about it is that it's artificial intelligence or tools like ChatGPT are not going to replace individuals. It's going to replace individuals who don't use artificial intelligence. It's going to replace individuals who don't use this tool. But for people who use these tools, this is going to become a huge asset. It will actually amplify the work that they do, and it will support them in their endeavors and the tasks that kind of sit in front of them. So there are various elements or reasons that make ChatGPT what it is, and let's go through a few of them from where my understanding and what my awareness is. One is language generation. ChatGPT is a natural language processing model. What do I mean when I say that? It basically understands human language just like what a human would, and it processes it just as close to as what a human would, and gives you responses based on that, which will eventually mean that its utilization across various industries will keep on increasing, from education to healthcare to customer service, banking. I think just the foray of utilization will be ever increasing and vast. The next two elements we spoke about a little while earlier. One is the large language model. It talks about how it's trained on vast amount of data, so that it gives it the data, which in turn means the knowledge to process its responses. The other aspect, which is I think the most unique aspect about it, is its accessibility. And we spoke about it earlier on how you don't need to be a technical user to use ChatGPT. A non-technical user can also utilize it and optimize it to their requirements, and I think that makes it very, very supportive, functional, and its utilization will only keep on increasing because there are no hurdles to its utilization. So we've already spoken about its potential applications and its ability to be utilized and used across segments, across demographics, across businesses based on the need that is there. The other element that is there, in the human world, we call it learner for life. Similarly, ChatGPT out here has continuous learning. What I mean when I say that is, the more engagement, the more interaction, the more utilization and the usage that is there, the more data accumulation is there, the more content accumulation is there, which will help it kind of process it and utilize it better. That means as every minute, every second goes by, it is continuously learning to become a better version of itself. So, overall, with its combination of the large language model, language generation, accessibility, potential usage across various fields, and its continuous learning that is there, I think OpenAI's ChatGPT is going to be a tool that in a way will become indispensable for users, something that will kind of become a part of one's life and a tool that a person would utilize both personally and professionally more often than they do today, and something that they would not be able to live without, possibly live without in the future.